Okay, so now I'm going to demonstrate how to check the stats and the Geekbench of our own device. So the first one is this. So this one will be excuse me, this one. So this will be the CPU Z. So as we can see, here will be the name of our processor, which is my device is Intel Core i5 uh, 12500H. And here we have the core speed, which you can change. And then next we'll have the charger here. And next we'll have the main board, the name of the main board, the manufacturer and the model. And then we also have the bus specs, which is PCI Express 4.0 and 16 GT per second. Next we'll have the memory. The size is 16 gigabytes, and then the type is DDR4 SDRAM. So this one is for CPU Z. And next we have the Geekbench, which is this one. So after running, then we will have all the system information here operating. The OS is a Microsoft Windows 11 Home. Then the model and the motherboard, and then the power plant is balanced. And we will have the topology at here: one processor, 12 cores, and 16 threads. Then we have the base frequency and maximum frequencies. Then after that, we have the single core and multi-core performance. So for example, this one single core score is 2284, and we will have all the information at here. So like for example, for compression, we have 310.3 MB per second, and then we also have the multi-core performance, which is the score is 10,044. And after that, we will have this one is the mini tool function wizard. Then this one is the benchmark, and we can start to run for sequential and random. So here will be this one. Sequential reading will be the blue one for transfer size. So example for 32 kilobytes will be this one here. Then we also have the sequential writing, which is the green bar, and then the random. So the first one and the first and second one is the sequential, and then the third and fourth is the random. So for example here. And next, the final one will be this one, the task manager. So as you can see here, this is all the apps, all the system running. And here says the CPU space is 11% or 10%, something like this, and then the memory is 49%. So when we add new apps like snipping tool, and we add paint, and then we can add one more is the word. Okay, so as you can see here, the more the apps add here, the higher the memory and the CPU. And here also we can see the performance of the CPU and memory. For example, here the utilization is 10% and the speed is 1.996 just now. And then here will list out the base speed, and then the sockets, cores, and the logic processors. And for memory also have. And if we close the apps, like for this one, and then we close this, let's quit, and here will decrease. See, it will become smaller. And here also same. Transition becomes smaller, and all the stuff is the same. Okay, so right now I'm going to explain the benchmarking stuff, and then here, let me share. Alright, so this one. So here is our benchmarking result. So first we use the CPU Z. So CPU Z is a freeware that gathers information on some of the main devices of our system. So Here will be the output of the CPU Z. So from this output we can get the name of the CPU processor, then the clock speed. For example, for the first one, the CPU processor is Intel Core i3 1005G1. Then the clock speed is at here, so which is 2793.17 megahertz. And next we will get the information of the charge. So L1 data will be 2 times 48 kilobytes 12 way. And L1 ins will be 2 times 32 kilobytes 8 way. And L2 will be 2 times 512 kilobytes 8 way. And then the last one is L3, which is 4 megabytes 16 way. Then after that, we can also get the memory, which for this one is the 8 gigabytes DDR4. Then the motherboard is HP 85F3. So this is the first one, and then the second one also the same for another computer. And here's the third one and the fourth one. And next, we will use the Geekbench, which is a proprietary and freemium cross-platform utility for benchmarking the CPU and GPU for computers and laptops and tablets and phones. So still the same for the first one. For the first example, after running the program, we will get the information of the system. The operating system will be Microsoft Windows 11 Home, and the model will be HP laptop 15S DU2XXX. And motherboard with the HP 5885F3, and the power plan is the HP recommended. Then next, we also have the single core performance and multi-core performance. So the score will different based on different laptops, different devices. So for example, the first single core, the score for the first uh, laptops is 1008, but the second one is 1337. Then the third one is 2096, and then here's also different. Same goes to the multi-core performance. Then next we use the task manager from Windows that allows a user to view the performance of the system. So it contains views that show the overall performance. So this is basically when we open some programs or apps, then it will tell us how the CPU space and the GPU space, and then the memory. So we have low load, which is only a few apps opening, and then medium load is quite a number, and then high load is very large number of apps opening, which is the memory space used will be about more than 70%. And that's all for the task manager. And then next we have the mini tool, which is a mini tool partition wizard, which we can perform this benchmarking by conducting read and write stress on an external HDD or SSD. So we have two test mode, which is sequential and random. So sequential, we have this one showing our stress test, so that we can identify potential issues. And that's all. Thank you for